Some people say the Tesla Model Y infotainment and tech is overhyped. Other people say it's just right. But in this video, I'm going to tell you my honest thoughts after driving the Tesla Model Y for the first time recently. I'm going to tell you what I liked and what I didn't like about it, and you can let me know if you agree with me or not. By the way, if you want to get all of my notes about the Tesla Model Y and every other EV that I drive, click on the first link below in the description and I'll send everything right to you. The first thing that I noticed when I jumped into the Tesla Model Y was just how similar it is to the Tesla Model 3. Now, if you own a Tesla, that's probably obvious to you, but as someone who doesn't own a Tesla and who had only previously had experience driving a Tesla Model 3, this is something that was actually quite surprising, but makes a lot of sense when you get into the car because I guess they want to make it fairly standard from one model to the next. It's kind of shocking at first when you get in the car and there's really nothing in front of you. There's no instrument cluster in front of you at all. In fact, the first time I jumped in the Tesla Model 3, it took me a few minutes until I realized, hang on a second, there's actually nothing here. And the same is true in the Tesla Model Y as well. Let's talk about the navigation system because this is something that I really, really like about Tesla. And certainly I think it's much better than the BYD Atto 3 or the BMW iX3, which I've also driven in the last 12 months or so. But the Tesla navigation system, it's my favorite out of all of the EVs that I've driven so far, honestly. At the top left-hand corner of the center console screen, there's a button that allows you to toggle the orientation of the map display. You can have north up, you can have the direction that you're going up, which is what I always use. I think that's the one that makes the most sense for me. I love it. Additionally, you can use voice to just say your destination, and it's pretty good at hearing your voice correctly and getting it right. It's quite intuitive. Honestly, I think it's really, really great. The Tesla navigation system, hands down, in my experience, in my opinion, is way better than the BMW iX3 or the BYD Atto 3. The user interface, I find it really intuitive, and I've never had someone show me how to use the user interface. I've just kind of played around with it and figured it out myself after driving the Tesla Model 3 for a few days. I think we had the Model 3 and the Tesla Model Y for about 6 days in total. I think I've probably driven less than 1,000 kilometers in total across both of those models. And now I feel relatively comfortable using the center screen and the interface. It's really quite intuitive and relatively easy to use. I would say much more so than the BMW iX3 and the BYD Atto 3. It's just a little bit more simple, a little bit more basic than the Tesla. But look, I love it. I really don't have much bad to say about it. Other than one thing I don't like about the Tesla center console screen is that when you put the car in reverse gear, you really can't do anything with that center screen. You're just stuck looking at the reverse cameras. Now, maybe that's great, and maybe that makes sense for most people. But for me, there are plenty of times where I've been in reverse, say we're coming out of a driveway somewhere, and I just want to remind myself or check, hey, are we going left or are we going right? And you can't actually check that. It's really quite frustrating, in my opinion. So in those cases, if you want to check the navigation to see which way you need to go out of the driveway, you'd need to put the car in neutral or in drive for a moment and take a look and then put it back in reverse. But besides, look, that's a relatively minor thing and I'm definitely nitpicking. Overall, I think the center console is really intuitive. I think it's fantastic. It's easy to use. It's just way better than BYD and the BMW iX3, in my opinion. But hey, it's just my opinion. You let me know if you agree with me or not. The screen quality, I find great. Honestly, I find it really, really easy to use and high quality. It's just nice. I don't know how else to describe it other than saying it's just nice. It's not a matte finish screen. It's not overly glossy either. I think it's just about right. It's somewhere between glossy and matte. It just looks high quality. Okay, one little novelty that we don't have in the Tesla that BYD adds is the ability to rotate the screen 90 degrees, but do you care? I don't care. I mean, I don't think that it's important at all. So I don't miss that feature, that novelty. But like the Tesla center console screen, I think it's fantastic. I really can't fault it. How easy is it to learn how to use the center console screen in a Tesla Model Y or indeed a Tesla Model 3? I'd say it's pretty easy to use. There are some settings that you can't change if the car is driving and you have to wait until you've got the car in park to change them, but a lot of things you can change on the fly. It's super easy. I would say just be cautious when you're driving the car to be fiddling around and changing settings. Honestly, I think it's kind of as risky and as dangerous and as distracting as if you were to try and play around with your smartphone, which is obviously illegal and obviously something that you shouldn't do. So I would suggest you kind of treat the settings on the center console screen in a similar way. You probably don't want to be messing around with it when you're actually driving. Maybe wait until you're parked and the car is in a safe state before you mess around with too many of those settings. Alternatively, you could have your passenger, if you've got one, in the front with you to make any changes that you want to make on the fly. But this is just my opinion about the Tesla Model Y based on my first experience driving the car recently. Let me know if you agree or disagree with me. Also, let me know if you think that I forgot or left out anything that is important. If you're thinking about getting a Tesla Model Y, let me know if you end up getting it, or if you've decided to go for something else, you can let us know about that as well. That's it for today. Have a great day. And by the way, if you ever want to have your EV featured here on the channel, drop me a line, get in touch. We'll see if we can connect and make it happen. Until the next video, have a great day and we'll talk soon.